everybody, I am so glad to be back. Now, I had my phone taken away if you didn't see my post, so that's kind of why I stopped posting, but this is one of my long-form videos I was talking about, and I will just be doing stuff related to JoJo's to stay on track with the channel, and honestly, I have questions. Now, I joined the JoJo fandom probably around August or something. Yeah, like August of 2025. So I'm pretty new. Not gonna lie. So I obviously have my questions. So recently I just finished and I watched Steel Ball Run. Abs, yes. That's all I can say is yes. Yeah, that is a JoJo reference because, like the closing. Okay, I'm going to shut up. Well, not really. Well, I'm just going to... Okay, I'm good. But I have my questions, and if the answer contains many, many spoilers, please inform me, because then I won't ask the question again, and I'll just have to find out myself. So, I have a lot of questions about part 8. Now, listen, I'm not on part 8, I'm on part 7, but I recently just finished, the show. If you're asking, yes, I did watch the Spooky Shibe Rohan, and that was good. It was fun. Watching the show was a trip. Now I'm reading the books. Well, I'm continuing to read the books because Steel Ball Run, I'm not waiting for the next episode just to watch that. So I am just going to be reading the books until the episodes come out. So that's an option. Questions about Steel Ball Run too, because I'm a tad bit confused. What the fuck? Okay, so get this. So I just started this shit, right? How do Johnny and Gyro become friends? Now, this contains a spoiler. Please don't answer. I'm just genuinely asking these for myself. He's such a dick to him in the start. How? I see a bunch of comics of them they're really good friends. They're best pals. And I'm assuming that's what their friendship is like at the end of the series, at the end of the book. So I'm thinking something must have happened where they became friends. Was it a Speedwagon situation where he fucking did something and then he was okay, I respect you now? Or am I misunderstanding things? That's one of my questions, and I'm kind of mad about Steel Ball Run. It's just about the whole thing in general, not the show, because I knew of one character, actually 2 characters, Johnny and the main antagonist. I have a sick, twisted love for a character for him. I probably shouldn't, because he did some very questionable things. I'm gonna see if you can guess on the hints, and I'll reveal it I'm not sure. My friend said he looks like Barbie. Now that I'm looking at him, I mean, he kind of does. They're not wrong. I probably shouldn't, so I didn't really know him, but then when, I know what he did, I was because I realized, what he did, I was that is illegal in so many ways possible, just no. And the character I'm talking about is Funny Valentine. Now, I still kind of like him. Is he one of my favorite characters? Yes. But because of what he did, and I saw on somebody's CapCut thing, I forget if this was you. I loved the edit, and he definitely did deserve what the fuck came to him. But one of my favorite characters, in my opinion, besides for him, like, raping Lucy, and don't ask me how I know about that. I get spoiled, like, a ton. I think it's, like, one thing I know, and I know that Gyro dies, because every Zeppeli dies. Like, I don't even need research for that shit. I already know he's gonna die, because Zeppeli number 1, William Antonio Zeppeli, he died, and then Caesar Antonio Zeppeli, he also died, too. And also Mario Zeppeli, which was Caesar Zeppeli's dad, and was William Zeppeli's son. Like, they were kind of like bound to die. So yeah, so I kind of saw that coming. Funny, apparently Iraqi predicted the future with Valentine's ear getting absolutely obliterated. Well, not obliterated, I actually don't know what happened to it. But, you know, that is all I know so far. And I know that Johnny gets 3rd or 4th place, if I'm not mistaken. Damn! And I mean, Poco Loco, I mean, like, he kind of cheated. But hey, nobody gotta know. Nobody gotta know. Because Poco Loco got 1st. But, like, you know, it's been fun. That was, yeah, it was fun. Definitely. Questions now for the other thing. For part 8. Now, I play, Your Bizarre Adventure on Roblox sometimes. Now, the game is very confusing to me. I think it's Your Bizarre Adventure or no, not World of Stands. I've played that. It's not that. It's Your Bizarre Adventure. Now, I've came across this fruit, and I'm like, huh, what is this? Is this like an item or some shit? So, it's called a rocaca fruit. And I'm like, right by the name, I'm like, what the fuck is a rocaca fruit? So, I look up this shit, and apparently, it, like, erases your stand and everything. And I'm like, oh, lovely. So apparently, like, this like resets like your stamina and like your everything, and like it's kind of like a reset button. But I would love to say something. These fruits actually exist. They actually exist, not the powers, though. If it was the powers, that would have been fucking cool. But no. These fruits actually exist, and I have one in my grandmother's backyard. Now, they're not called rocaca fruits, I don't think. But it's definitely not rocaca. It's something else. But they look the exact same. Once I get my grubby little hands on one, when I go back to her, house, I will go get one, I will bring it home, and I'll take a picture of it, and I'll send it, because the resemblance is uncanny. And apparently in part 8, I think, like, the entire thing is it's not a murderer like it was in part 4, it's a curse. It's a disease. If I'm not mistaken, is it like a disease or is it like a curse? Because I've heard it been called like the stone disease, like the stone plague, and I'm like, oh fuck. So apparently there are stone people. There are stone people. What? Like, is this like some fucking Bucciarati shit? Like they're like a living corpse or something? I don't know. But like, get this. There's this dude. Now, I only know him because of his goofy fucking hairstyle. God, Jesus. And I also heard that he's kind of annoying. Toru. I've heard from fans that he's kind of annoying. Or is that just like one side of the fandom? I don't know. But this guy, probably one of the most famous images I've seen of this guy was while he was listening to music. I mean, that's kind of goated, but like, you know. you know, thing. Also, if I'm not mistaken, is Josuke, I'm just gonna call him Gappy because y'all are gonna think I'm talking about like if you skip ahead, you're gonna think I'm talking about Josuke from part 4. So I'm just gonna call him Gappy. That's his fandom name. So Gappy, get this. Apparently, him and Kira fused bodies or something. I don't know. It's complicated because I didn't really like read into it. He like woke up somewhere and he's like, huh? What the fuck? But I'm pretty sure like him, like another person in Yoshikage Kira, like conjoined bodies or some shit. I don't know. But that happened. And yeah. And then I totally forget her name. It started with a Y. And she's the girl with the pink hair. She has pink hair. And she looks really sweet. Oh, I love her. Like, I forget her name, but I know she's, like, really sweet. And a lot of people ship them because, like, her and Gappy are always together. Like, they aren't, I don't think that they're in, like, a confirmed relationship, but I'm pretty sure that's what Araki was getting at. Because they're, like, together, like, all the time. Another thing is, I also heard that Gappy has is it dementia or amnesia? Because they're both the same fucking thing. They both forget things. Like, both of those diseases, they forget things. I think it's amnesia. Like, he doesn't know. Like, he doesn't know, he's like, who am I? Where am I? Like, but he's still a badass, though. He still kicks ass, which is pretty cool. And my signature quote is whenever I see him standing still in posts, I'm like, oh, he forgot how to JoJo pose. Because this man forgets everything, apparently. Apparently he forgets, like, half the stuff. I don't know, I heard that he was, like, he forgets, like, where he is, who he is, and whatnot. Does somebody try to, like, trick him? Like, thinking, like, oh, like, you're this person, but, like, he's actually not. And I'm thinking, like, that's what that girl is there, that's what that girl's there for, like, his friend, I'm just call her his friend. That's what his friend is there for, to help him remember shit, which is good. I need to be one of those, because I am basically Gappy. I forget everything. Like, I got my phone taken away literally because I forgot something. I'm not going to go into the details, but that's why. Anyway, this is the part of the video where I say, like, things I used to think, but I don't think them anymore because I actually watched the darn show. So, I was kind of confused before I watched Golden Wind because I got wind of this guy, and his name is Doppio. Yeah, the Froggy Man. So I was like, huh, wait, what? So I looked him up and everything, and apparently he's Diavolo, and I knew who Diavolo was. I'm like, isn't he like the bad guy? Wait, hold on. Does he like shapeshift? Well, now I know, no, not really. But I'm still kind of questioning, like, who is Doppio? Like, how did he like become anyway? Was he like cloned? Is he just there? Well, Diavolo has something called, like, I think it's called dual personality syndrome. I think it's actually mentioned in the show. He has, like, dual personalities, but, like, instead of, like, his dual personality, like, a second personality is, like, an actual person. and stuff. And he like gets like these like hallucinations that he's like on the phone, which I think is absolutely adorable. I don't know, some people find it annoying. Actually, fun fact, literally, if anybody tries to call me, that is my ringtone. His little like that is my ringtone. So I'm like, oh, boss is calling. So that's my ringtone is Doppio mimicking the phone. That is my ringtone, which is very weird. At first it was Crazy Noisy Bizarre Town by The Do. But then I changed it because I'm like, it was accurate. It was very fitting. Let me see, what other things did I used to think? I don't know, because another fun fact about me, I don't have the time to script my videos. I am a small content creator. I'm not scripting my videos. I am just verbal diarrheaing. Because, and I want people to hear my verbal diarrheaing of the mouth or whatever. Because, I'm just that way. But, yeah. Another question, this has been on my mind for a while. Are the characters... Oh, God. Now, I know this is far-fetched. I'm probably wrong in so many ways, and it's probably going to be a no. But will the characters find out that they're of an alternate universe, and then there was a universe, like a main universe, before them? Are they going to, realize that? And are they going to try to go back? Or, Poochie kind of destroyed it, so technically no, but anything is possible in JoJo's. Araki made the biggest fuck up ever, because he said that William Antonio Zeppeli was not married. He was a bachelor and never married at all. And then Caesar showed up out of the blue. Was he a lab experiment? How was he bored if William did not have any kids? So he was like, oh shit, and fans got really mad because of the connection, and he had to take it back to the publisher and republish Phantom Blood. He had to republish William Antonio Zeppeli's parts of Phantom Blood because of this little fucky woo. Because of this little mess up, he had to completely, change everything. Not completely. He just had to change, a line or two. Because, I believe I remember him saying I think that this was actually before 2012. Because literally I remember, and I could be wrong because I haven't gone back to this episode in a couple months, so I don't remember. But I believe I remember him saying that he didn't marry anyone in 2012, because that's when JoJo's first the show was introduced. So I'm assuming people saw the little mess up after the first season came out. But I could be wrong. I'll own it. I could be wrong. But, and, that's it. Yeah, this was only, 20 minutes. Wow. So I hope you guys enjoy your day. If you want, you can go check out some of my other shorts, and also, over time, I will be doing shout-outs. These are my shout-outs for today's video, and this person will always be a shout-out, because they're awesome. I love them, because they always comment on my videos, and do whatnot. If you want to be a part of this wonderful gang, you can get your name listed up here, because I don't have, a group. there isn't a join button. I wish I could do that, but I'm not of the standards to do that. So, they're just here. So yeah. I hope you guys enjoy your day and try to survive Monday if you're in school, because Mondays are the worst. Anyways,